What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com. Monday, brand new week, May the 23rd. Happy Monday, everybody. Yesterday, kind of a slower day, only had 2 plays, both MLB. Just didn't find any value in the NBA or the NHL. Not that there weren't a couple of games going on, but just didn't find a lot of value in them. So wasn't going to force a play. MLB, obviously, I pulled back on the game of the month. I was going to release a game yesterday. Did release it, and it won, but it was not released as a game of the month, just a standard premium play. We went 2-0 yesterday. The Nationals and the Brewers over. I mean, that was an easy over. The Nationals did it by themselves. So, I mean, Milwaukee didn't even have to score. And then, of course, the Houston Astros run line. Easy winner there, winning 5-2. So a nice day, a sweep day, another winning day in Major League Baseball, and of course, another day of profit. That's all that matters. So, in saying that, obviously we didn't get to get our game of the month off, but that's okay. That'll just leave it up to, get done this week, hopefully. Right now, I've got 4 games in total circled that could be big releases in Major League Baseball. 2 of them could be game of the month potential. 2 of them, I think both will end up as game of the week potential. So obviously we'll wait and release one of those. One is actually tomorrow. The others are spread out throughout the week, and one is this weekend. So again, nothing is set in stone yet. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. And as things unfold throughout tonight, tomorrow, and the coming days for all of them, I will not force one. It has to actually rank out. Everything needs to be set in stone as far as who's going to be the starting pitching, who will at least be the group of guys making up that bullpen, the reliever, the middle relievers and relief pitchers, closers, all of that, so we can find out what we're going to base our assumptions off of, the numbers off of, so on and so forth. So, in saying that, hey, we didn't get to close our week out with a big game of the month yesterday in Major League Baseball, but again, not going to force one. It's got to actually rank out, but a great day nonetheless. So congrats to everybody there. Another great week, another week of profit, and another week of doing exactly what we needed to do, and that is all that matters. So, I'm going to get in and do it again today. As if anybody did not watch the video that we put out on Saturday regarding what we usually do a little bit earlier than this. Usually we do it right there at the end of March, beginning of April, but it got pushed back, after COVID, and so then we've started doing it the first week of June, but we're doing it a week early this year because of everything that we will have going on the first week of June. And we want to make sure that we can actually, put forth some effort and some time into it to do it the right way. That's where we raise money for the Cal Ripken Foundation. Nothing, in particular. We go out and, what we sell gets, matched and then donated on. That's something that we've been doing ever since, well before this company was launched. Something that you guys have heard me talk about since day one, literally. We do it once a year. It's very near and dear to my heart. It's a great cause. So thank you to everybody that's already participated and everybody that will participate throughout the week. We've got certain packages that you can buy that everything goes towards that donation pool, ranging from a week all access passes, 30-day all access passes, 1-year all access passes, and then an exclusive pass that nobody, you cannot just publicly buy it. You can't go to the site and just buy it at any given time. This is something that is specifically for this, that you have to be given detailed instructions on how to get it, and that is an MLB season pass, but it's an MLB season all access pass that will get you all of your games of the week, month, and year. So if you were to get that, let's say today, tonight, whatever, and then when the MLB game of the month comes and the game of the week, you won't have to buy those. You will get it. It's automatically included because you'll be an all access member, along with, of course, every single premium and daily top play from now through the World Series. So again, that's something people have been asking for since day one that I've yet to release up until this point. And again, it's being considered for next year. It's not something that's going to be just pushed out and offered to the general public this year, but it is being offered in this scenario, and everything is so much cheaper. A typical MLB season costs $2,500, which is too cheap in and of itself, based on, you guys know what I do in Major League Baseball. But This one, I was torn on this one. I didn't really know exactly how I wanted to put it out there, but ultimately it was going to be right over 1,000. But we landed on $7.99, or excuse me, $6.99, excuse me, and that gives you the full season, and it's all access. Now you can get $7.99. You can do a 1-year all access. Obviously, that comes with everything with Major League Baseball, but every other sport as well, 365 days. You can get 30 days of all access, which is typically $899 for the month, because it's every sport. Obviously, that goes down a little bit once it's just baseball season and nothing else is going on. So you have, about a 2-month period where that's, the price comes down on that month a little bit. But, of course, then once football kicks off, it goes right back up. But instead of paying $8.99, you could do it for $1.99, or if you wanted to do a week, which is usually $2.49, you can get it for $99. That's what you would pay to get a normal week, just a standard all sports pass, not all access. So you can do that, and I'm telling you right now, guys, you can get as many of them as you want. If you decide like, hey, I want to get your 30-day all access pass, but I want to buy 3 of them at $1.99 a piece, you can do that. Obviously, you'll need to reach out beforehand. That way you can get the instructions on how to purchase those 3 to make sure that all 3 of them are discounted for you the correct way, and that you don't end up paying more than you need to pay. But you can do that. If you look in the description of this video, it gives my Twitter handle and all the information. Just go to my Twitter page, follow us, and then DM me and say, all right, I want this particular package at this price that you mentioned, and how do I get it? We'll give you the instructions, and you get linked up. You'll be good to go. You'll start making money as early as you buy it. If you want to get it right now, you can start making money with us tonight. So obviously, you guys can go back and watch Saturday's video if you want more detailed information. If you have certain questions on anything or concerns, feel free to reach out. You can send a DM with your questions, even if you're wondering about a certain particular package that we're doing for this. Don't hesitate to ask whatever questions you have so that you can get those answered prior to actually making the purchase. So, big things coming up for the rest of the month. It's been a great month thus far. I am really, really excited for this week, guys, being that there was no game of the month last week in MLB. Being able to potentially have games of the week and month in 2 different sports, as well as a game of the week, obviously, like we do and win every single week in NHL. So it's going to be a big week. It looks like hopefully, fingers crossed, Colorado takes care of business tonight, and if they do so, they'll only be 1 win away from moving on to the final series they'll need to before they get to the Stanley Cup. Tampa Bay, which nobody thought they would, they're going to be moving on. It looks like they're up 3-0 in the series, so they're at home. Fingers crossed they can take care of it over the next game or 2. I feel like they got to lose at least 1, but the way they're playing right now, they could stop. They could end this thing tonight, move on, and we could literally see a Tampa Bay Colorado Stanley Cup Finals, and that would mean that both picks, my East and West pick for the Stanley Cup winner, prior to the season even beginning, are both in the Stanley Cup Finals. We're guaranteed another huge winner, and our futures have already turned profit no matter what happens. Everything else could lose as far as the Stanley Cup bets, and we will have still made money overall, significant money. So congrats to everybody there. Golden State taking care of business. That was the pick to win the finals. Not saying they're going to. They're still, they still have some things to get through. But right now, they are undoubtedly playing like the best team in the NBA. And if anyone wants to argue that, by all means, go ahead. But you don't have enough points to make that would make that a valid argument at this moment. So anyway, start making money with us tonight. Congrats to everybody on another great week. We're going to get it started again tonight. 7:40 tonight, free play. Going back to Major League Baseball. Now, Detroit Tigers, Minnesota Twins. Minnesota, there's been, some up and down weather in that region, but of course it's Minnesota. What do you expect? First pitch tonight, weather is going to be right around 65 to 68 degrees, depending on if there's a breeze coming in or not. But you're in the land of 1,000 lakes up there, so there will be some sort of breeze. It's supposed to be perfect weather as far as this time of year in the upper Midwest. And you've got Detroit taking on Minnesota. Detroit pulled out a win yesterday, but now they're going with a 24-year-old rookie who has not been able to find his footing. I mean, his ERA right now is sitting at 14 for a reason. Is it going to sit that way all year long? I doubt it. I believe he gets it into single digits once he finds a bit of a rhythm, but he's really only played in one true significant game that you could really put on his record. I mean, you look at the little spot things that he's done here and there. That, I mean, again, that's not something you're going to see on his resume. He's got one start where he got absolutely throttled, and that's why his ERA looks like that. Do I think he's going to be somebody under a 5 ERA this year? No, I don't. I believe he's going to be around a 7, maybe 8 ERA guy for the year, but this guy's got an arm, and the way his elbow moves is not like you typically see in modern baseball pitchers. This is going back to old Tom Glavine type stuff. He's got hints of Greg Maddux in him, even though he's going to be more of a power pitcher. And Maddux was one of those unicorn, type off-speed type pitchers like Kyle Hendricks is. But this guy is going to be good. But again, it's going to take time. He is not going to be the guy that comes out first 3 years and really puts himself out there as, somebody that's made his mark on Major League Baseball. He's got a long way to go for that, but I do think it will happen. I don't think he's going to be prone to near the injuries that your typical pitcher would see by the way that just how loose he is and the way that his mechanics run to allow him to drag that elbow, which is usually something that hurts pitchers. For him, it's the opposite. But anyway, I digress. That right now, tonight, now listen, Minnesota's not putting in anything to write home about. This one right here, everybody's going to be focused on one thing, and they're not wrong. Minnesota run line. Low number, you're going to pull it up $1.20 to $1.25 depending on where you're wagering it at. And don't get me wrong, we have as well. So that's not a bad pick, because if Minnesota comes out and is aggressive at the plate, even just through the first 5 to 6 innings, they will take this game, they will take it by 3+ runs, and they'll make it look easy. But that's not where the most value is in this. And you can tell the odds makers either just didn't know what they were doing, or they weren't paying enough attention because they're so fixated on 2 ERAs and comparing the ERAs to each other, which is why there's a money line of 210 to 215 in favor of Minnesota, but a total of 8. When a combined ERA between both starting pitchers is literally almost 20. Riddle me that. Perfect weather, no incoming breeze that's going to prevent balls from going long. You've got that thin, humid air. Balls are going to go. I see home runs on both sides tonight, and at least one of the teams going yard multiple times. So a minimum, I'm calling it now, a minimum of 3 home runs total within this game. But this is going to go over 8 runs. I mean, is that a joke, really? 8 runs? And not only that, they're almost wanting you to take the under because 8's at minus $1.05. Really? I will take this all day, every day, twice on Sunday. I love it. Detroit Tigers at Minnesota Twins, over 8 runs at minus $1.05. That is your big free play for the day. Love you guys. Go jump on a package. And for everybody that does, make sure you DM us if you want to get one of the sales. We'll take care of you. We'll hook you up. And for all those that do, we'll see you in the winner's circle. Good luck.